21st of May 2021 by a user named Debbie F. Crankin, it posed the question about how to raise $200,000 for a graphic design project in the space of only 40 days with absolutely no prior experience or anything to base it on. Commenters would state that in order to raise that much money in such a short period of time, Debbie would need to build up a community beforehand, to which she would respond in a way that indicated interest, reading, "Do you mind giving me instructions to help me set up something like what you're mentioning?" To build said community, Debbie Crankin would create a TikTok account on which she would also begin said fundraiser with a goal of $245,000, additionally giving everyone a brief overview of her career. The only thing was, this fundraiser wasn't anything to do with her original design project as discussed on Reddit. In fact, it had nothing to do with her career at all. The urgent $245,000 fundraiser was apparently for Debbie's male to female transition fund. The description made no mention of any design project either, and instead focused on Debbie's struggle as a transgender woman. However, the most important thing to note from Debbie's fundraiser description was a statement regarding where the funds would go. She'd passively mentioned that the money might be used for housing and transportation, yet the overwhelming implication was that she needed finances to complete her transition, even going so far as to show photos and descriptions of the doctors who will be assisting her in the process. With the fundraiser established and ready to go, Debbie began to post consistently to her TikTok, with each video reinforcing this narrative that she was a struggling transgender woman in need of help from the community.
Hey everyone, my name is Debbie. I have no family members or friends to support me after moving across the country to escape unsafe living situations and abuse. I struggled to find a place to live for nearly a year after arriving in California.
After many would sympathize with her plight, Debbie gained over 50,000 followers within 6 months, and subsequently small donations averaging between $20 and $40 began to trickle into the fundraiser. However, the average donation amount and quantity would skyrocket after countless larger influencers got involved to help Debbie out, one of these being a creator by the name of Tarversia, who would create a 2 million view TikTok requesting that people go and help by donating to Debbie's fundraiser. In addition to raising awareness about Debbie's GoFundMe, Tarversia had also donated all of the money from her own TikTok creator fund, as well as agreed to donate any money that she would make from personal
This is kind of interesting.
deals.
And you gave what you earned from the creator fund and any brand deals. And any brand deals.
However, Tarversia wouldn't be the only person to donate large amounts of money to the fundraiser, as after it had gained traction with these larger influencers, the top donor list began to fill with $1,000, $2,000, and $4,000 donations, reaching $76,000 by mid-January 2022.
That's pretty dank.
However, as the old saying goes, there's no such thing as free money, and it'll be at this point that Debbie Crankin, the creator of the fundraiser, began to get exposed in every way, shape, and form.
We have boosted your videos and tried helping you because we thought you were a struggling black transgender woman, and you weaponized your own identity to scam.
The first red flag was without
calm
a
the
doubt
fuck
the response
down,
to
man.
having raised the initial
Take a breather, man.
$76,000. While most people will be happy, thankful, or grateful to have received this much money as a donation, it will become increasingly obvious that Debbie Crankin had absolutely zero appreciation or gratitude for the money that had been donated.
Hey everyone, my name is Debbie and I'm a black transgender woman. This is Gavin, a white transgender man. Gavin was able to raise $50,000 in 3 days for his GoFundMe campaign. I've been fundraising for months at this point for life-saving gender-affirming care and my basic survival needs, and I'm still struggling to meet my full goal. This is a perfect example of how the LGBTQ community obviously doesn't care about the struggles of black transgender people.
She'd post TikToks such as the one just shown, in which she didn't even acknowledge the amount that had already been donated, and instead said that she was being discriminated against, as another transgender TikToker had raised $50,000 in 3 days, which was unfair for Debbie. In addition to this, those who had donated and commented positive things on Debbie's fundraiser would be met with hostility.
Go ahead, man. I'm listening.
I think if you donate to any random project, it doesn't matter what it is, and you're donating, and you get scammed, that's your own fault, man. Who would have thought donating to some random project that you haven't done proper research, and you randomly get scammed? Oh, okay. Right, X? What do you think about that, X? Like,
you know what, dude?
Yo, X.
I'm conflicted about that opinion because I have one of my own that doesn't fully line up. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's a good one though. I think it's a good one. It's decent. It's a decent take.
Return.
What was your take again? I forgot. Seriously, well, I actually didn't hear it.
Fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
Just speed on it. Tell me.
Are you fucking seriously? I was saying. If it doesn't matter what project it is, any project that you're donating to, if you don't do proper research and you randomly get scammed because you didn't research what you're donating to, that's on you. That's not the scammer's fault. You're just dumb and you didn't look into what you're donating to, and you had this idea of, oh, if I just give away money, I'm doing the right thing, right? This is a good thing, right?
Okay.
I'm a good person.
But sometimes
Right,
people sometimes they have hidden stuff that's actually hidden, right? And you can't do enough research. It's like impossible, you know, until like sometimes the case becomes so big, right, that their real life friends out them, right? So that you would never know unless people that are from their entourage, right? They know because of it becomes big, because it gets enough attention. That's usually like it happens often, where somebody is a certain way, right? And nobody says anything, and it gets big enough that somebody like their old friends, they say, hey, that person, they're not like this, or they're not this, and then boom. Yeah. So imagine if you didn't do enough research, yeah, I get it, but still, GoFundMe and whatnot, if you yoink the money and it's fake, that's literally fraud. That is legitimately fraud. It's a crime.
Even when we were nice to you before the information spread around,
damn,
your
dude, you watch a couple trial streams and now you're a fucking lawyer.
My request to take action by reposting / sharing the video. Good luck, Debbie. 813 likes, but people still decide not to repost the video on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, etc. Keep fighting, Debbie. I really hope the 586 people that liked this reposted the campaign, but you all never listened to me, so boost. Stop commenting this underneath my videos, and all 485 people who liked this comment and didn't repost, like, stop following me.
You've already raised a significant amount of money, and you're berating the people in your comments that are actually giving you positive energy, sending positive vibes your way, and it's not enough. So you're upset with them. It's giving ungrateful. It's giving entitlement.
Debbie Crankin would also message to Versia, the girl who had created the 2 million view TikTok for the fundraiser, stating that 2 million views wasn't good enough and that she should have helped out more than she already had.
The video that you made for Debbie was viewed
What?
over 2 million times.
This sounds made up.
She was still sending you messages, guilt tripping you in a way.
Yeah, actually.
Which was accompanied by a TikTok on Debbie Crankin's page stating this.
No, made up.
Has always
It sounds made up as in like I feel like at this point, maybe they thought, oh dude, since the case is getting less traction, let's go crazy balls to the walls, you know, and try to...
An extremely problematic creator, and I should have never accepted her request to share my videos or support my campaign.
However, things would become even worse when the audience discovered that this $76,000 was less than a quarter of the total amount that Debbie had actually raised.
You're going to find out that this person has other GoFundMes. 3 other ones that I actually saw. I don't know if there's more. Debbie's Safe Housing Fund that has $10,000 raised. Debbie's Transition and Survival Fund that was $139,000.
Okay, Greek was actually right. People didn't do the research.
Dollars raised.
This YouTuber going by the name of Life of Liss had discovered 3 other GoFundMes, while another TikToker going by Killermoon discovered that by searching Debbie's name in the GoFundMe search bar, a total of 5 different GoFundMes would show up.
I copy, I paste 5 GoFundMes. One has 2K, the other 140K, 65K, 93K, and 10K.
How?
People continued to search further under the suspicion that she may have even
Who even
more,
donated
at
this
which
shit?
point they'd find
How?
another 4 GoFundMes, each of which having different goals. With
That's what I'm saying. They deserve to get scammed if they're donating this. I'm glad they did.
You say that you have made no progress, but
Good.
you have 9 different GoFundMes and have raised over $350,000.
It totaled out to over $350,000.
It's a money glitch.
That Deborah was able to raise and actually scam people out of.
Now, after hearing that little clip, you might still be thinking, where's the scam? Sure, she raised an absolutely insane amount of money across a bunch of different GoFundMes, yet she had been pretty upfront about where she planned on spending it, being her gender transition, or so she claimed. This is where the story takes a bit of an interesting turn, as it was being revealed that Debbie had raised over $350,000 for a gender transition surgery. Another male to female TikToker by the name of Zaya Persian, who had been through the surgery process, came forward to expose Debbie, stating that a full transition would cost nowhere near the amount that Debbie had raised.
Okay, y'all, buckle up, because today we're going to be talking about Miss Deborah Crankin. In every single video she posts, she is promoting her GoFundMe so that she is able to afford her full medical transition. Deborah herself has claimed that her gender dysphoria is too bad to get an actual job. I myself have a GoFundMe for my transition. Just because I'm black and trans does not mean people are required to donate to me. I'm getting top surgery and bottom surgery for less than $35,000, and Deborah has raised over $350,000 and is still claiming that she doesn't have enough. By the way, $350,000 is more than enough for at least 3 different people to fully transition.
The more hopeful amongst her audience gave Debbie the benefit of the doubt,
Holy
assuming
shit.
that maybe she was going to a celebrity
What has this world
surgeon.
come to?
Why are they
This
so
is some
expensive?
despair.
Oh, she's living in Beverly Hills. Maybe she's going to a celebrity plastic surgeon that costs more.
However, this was shut down by a different transgender woman named CC Jacobs, who would comment, "Criminal mastermind. First of all male to female surgeries combined would be less than 100k, even if you went to upscale surgeons for all of them." Feeling the heat
no
from the
shot.
allegations, Debbie Krenken would clap back against Zaya, stating that she was the problem with the black transgender community.
I have not weaponized my identity. This little girl just looks crazy as hell in these videos. You should be ashamed of yourself for trying to tear down another black transgender person for some internet drama clout. And you are the reason why the black transgender community is so divided. You were the one perpetrating hate towards black transgender people.
And subsequently, the two would end up in a hilarious live stream argument.
I'm working hard. I'm actually doing it out here. I actually have something, a product to show people
Working hard,
that we've worked on for
by
over
the
a
way.
year. And you look like a clown. And you look like a clown. And people are going to continue to support me. And people like you are not going to stop me.
Just keep begging, babe. You're a beggar. That's what you are. You guilt trip people. The reason I made a video about you is because you're begging for money for a transition that is already paid for. You're already paid for. You don't need any more money. Why are you asking for more when you have $350,000?
Instead of Debbie addressing the claims on her TikTok with a decent rebuttal, she'd simply make her profile
Strange
private.
world.
She has gone private. So instead of answering these claims with a TikTok post, she's gone private.
However, this only seemed to bring more attention to the drama, leading another TikToker to expose Debbie further by stating that in the state of California, all of the surgeries can actually be completed for free.
I'm a black trans woman in Los Angeles. All your surgeries through Medicare can be done for free. Debbie does live in California. She could get all these things for free. But who needs $300,000 for surgery?
So, if the surgeries could be completed for free or for less than $100,000, the obvious question was, where had the excess money gone?
She has this expensive car, an expensive apartment that she's paying, and basically all of those funds went to supplement her lifestyle. So from what we understand, she hasn't really applied any of the money, any of the $350,000 to get surgery for her transition.
As it turns out, Zaya Persian, the girl who had argued with Debbie on livestream, wasn't finished with exposing this fraudster.
The real reason Debbie feels like she doesn't have enough money is because she used the money from the GoFundMe to get a luxury apartment in Beverly Hills that is over $3,000 a month. She's asking for $10,000 for furniture, and she put $7,000
For Beverly Hills, that's
on
not the end.
Audi
It's not
A5.
insane, but it's still pretty
She's claiming
expensive.
that people don't share and donate, that they're transphobic, and they don't like black trans women.
After doing a little more digging, Zaya would come to find out that not only had Debbie been renting a luxury Los Angeles apartment, but she had also put a down payment on an Audi A5, the price of which starting at over $40,000 US. Debbie once again refuted these claims.
You lied and said I have an Audi A5. I don't have an Audi A5, so I don't know where the I said I have one or where the you or anybody else is seeing an Audi A5. I don't live in Beverly Hills. You don't know my address.
However, Zaya went on to post further proof showing that Debbie had been lying.
Hate to break it to you, babe, but this is a screenshot from your GoFundMe with the bill of your car payment. And it says the color of your car is Mythos Black, which is a custom Audi color. Plus, the car only has 6 miles, which means it's
just
brand
crazy.
new. You may or may not live in Beverly Hills, but you do live in a luxury apartment somewhere in Los Angeles because your rent is $3,300 a month. And you said that you needed a car and a place to live for your survival and well-being. But I don't think a brand new luxury car and apartment is required for survival.
As people were discovering this information about where the money had really gone, other TikTokers began to regret their decision to donate.
This was a huge bummer to me since I donated to her while being a broke college student. It's also a bummer to me as a trans person since I feel like no one is going to believe us anymore.
And this is arguably the most sinister part about the whole fundraiser.
They're getting a lot of people
You wonder why you're a
who are going
broke
to
student.
use this as an
Because imagine how many
opportunity
bad
to
decisions
hate
you've made,
against
including
the trans
donating.
community. Yes, it's
Like
going
deserved,
to make a lot
and
of
you are broke
people who want
with
to
your own
help.
mistakes.
It makes them
Don't
second guess
donate.
doing that.
I feel
and
like
then
donate
they
for what
get
you get
less
out of it.
help as a
I don't know.
result.
What doesn't help is that TikTok removes almost any piece
If you
of media
don't have disposable income, donate. I don't know.
negative sentiment toward Debbie Krenken.
I
For
don't
example,
want
the
to
live stream
word
shown
things
just
poorly.
previously was shut down midway through for spreading misinformation.
If you believe in something and you help something and that gives something in return, you feel good about it and whatever. I guess donate for that, but otherwise I don't know.
Not sure what happened.
How about donate and just help yourself
in
and your
there
family,
it said, hey,
live a good life.
misinformation.
While the creator going by Killer Moon, who we showed earlier, would make a comment on her video stating, she blocked me as well, but I
students
tried
donating
making a
like,
video
I'm
showing
broke.
receipts, and
Let me
TikTok said it
donate my
violated
money to
guidelines
some
for
random
bullying
cause.
and
Surely that'll go well.
Yeah, sure.
Oh wait, they scammed me? No way, dude.
well, but I
Holy
tried making
shit,
a video
dude.
showing receipts, and TikTok said it violated guidelines for bullying and harassment. You might be able to argue that the story of Debbie Crankin represents one of the negative side effects of current popular culture, in which the only socially acceptable opinion to have about someone like Debbie is that she's a victim and nothing is going to change that. As has clearly been the case with Debbie Crankin, it breeds the potential for these individuals to believe that they're the only person suffering and are therefore entitled to unearned benefits, when in reality, we've all got a laundry list of unthinkably difficult personal problems that we're trying to solve every single day from the minute we wake up to the second we go to bed. How can Debbie Crankin be so sure that she's suffering more than the person next to her when she never has been and never will be in their shoes? None of us will ever have that opportunity to genuinely feel the pain of another person's daily struggle, so why are we so naive in believing that one person has a life that's easier
Is
than
Bogey playing
anyone
Among
else's?
Us?
Debbie's black and white thinking in
Among
a world of gray
Us.
clearly hasn't changed much, as she still updates her GoFundMe almost daily, always making sure to include a rude message, shaming her audience into donating, such as this one from last week reading, "No donations. I have not been raising any money and I've barely received any donations all year for my campaign. This is a serious problem that's creating a lot of stress and a lot of problems.
Then
I
get a
need
job
to reach
then.
my full goal for my campaign, and if the lack of support continues, I'm going to have to do something different approaching fundraising. The lack of support has gone on for way too long, and I'm currently unable to move forward with the remainder of my transition, and I'm having trouble supporting my..."
It's the biggest fundraiser out there. Literally. A job.
Myself in this time. Please share my campaign and be sure to donate again if you can. I really need all hands on deck and more people helping to spread the word.
What? It says me. I had jobs before. If I want to buy something, I go to work. What the fuck is wrong with you? I had a bunch of jobs before
Greetings, YouTube.
Before I was a professional idiot at the computer. I had jobs before.